Welcome to kdmoonchild's world, and welcome to Saturday Solutions. This is a spiritual card reading, not a political card reading. However, sometimes, because of the orientation of how it works, it's about our current situation and goals we want to set and how we need to attain them. And because of that, it has a tendency to be a little political once in a while. Just all depends on what the cards say. So to begin, we look at the current situation, and we're using the Mystical Shaman deck by Colette Baron Reed. So while I shuffle, see what we can do about finding out our current situation. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. This is a little bit I talk kind of slow because my brain gets in this mode of reading cards. And so the thoughts get deep. So I understand if sometimes this video gets a little long, but it's always good. Spirit always has a lot to tell us about our current situation and everything. So let's find out what we need to know. I hope you're enjoying your first weekend in December. I certainly am. Today is a day full of all kinds of deliveries for me and for my loved ones, as I was able to buy all my Christmas presents today. I'm done. They're sent. Yay! And it's only the 3rd of December. I am like, wow, proud of myself there. Pretty easy when everything can be done online, you know. Anyway, whoa, okay. Wow. Wow. That's a new card. Wow. I'm hearing a lot of us are feeling stifled and shut down. For our beliefs, I should say for your beliefs. It's not necessarily mine, but for our beliefs. Is that our hand on our mouth? Or is it someone else's hand oppressing and holding us back? It's like you have one eye that is kind of out here and not focused, and then you have this other one that is extremely focused and in the light. It's like we're being asked here right now to make a choice. This is that time. What you gonna do with your life? Choose to do it, but right now, this is the dark times beginning. Not beginning, we're in them. But I mean, it's gonna be a little darker before the light comes out. And during that time, it may be necessary to hold our hand over our mouth. Watch what we say. Don't be all caught up in our fears, worries, and doubts, and observe with clarity and light and love. See this green, this color? It's the color of love and healing. It's like we're split in half here. Half of us is trying to come out of the darkness, but it will take time to spiral. This other half of us has already spent a lot of time working inside to get to the point where we have the brighter light around us the clarity, and we have reached this healing. Is it really a curse to be going through this type of deep, significant change in everything? All symptoms, I'm sorry, all systems, beliefs, government systems, our health systems. I mean, and this is worldwide. This is not just a United States thing. We're in a spirit, in a period of coming out a little. Oh, there we go. Period of coming out. And we know it's going to be better. And it just kind of feels like a curse right at the moment because, bite your tongue, so things work well. So you don't get hurt. See that you can get along with people. You know, common decency. And when you feel like your common decency is being stifled, it is a curse. It can definitely feel like a curse. So, let's find out. The cards I was just shuffling. This is the Shaman's Dream deck by Colette Baron. Let's see what goals and desires we're looking for. What do we want to be? Let's see. Put this card right here. Right on top. Yeah. Yes. I don't know about you, but that sounds like a terrific place to be. Connected to the cosmos, connected to the sky. Because through that connection, you realize everything is limitless, including you and what you can accomplish. The thing is to stay grounded and to keep your vibrations high in your grounding. While you'll find your energy level increases and you can get more things accomplished, you will find that the little things won't irritate you quite so much. Because you have a sense of peace inside you. And it gets recharged through meditation, contemplation, and focus. See the energy? That's cosmic energy. And it's source energy. And it's everywhere. Clear through the Milky Way. Clear through our galaxy for sure. As we change our position, the whole galaxy is changing its position. Wow, I just noticed. First card, number 5. Second card, number 6. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to pause you for a second. I'm sorry. I had to answer the door. Anyway, card number 5. Here, back here. You know, that's we're growing. The number 5 it is an expression of change. And it is definitely a place of instability. That's why you feel like you're stifled and you gotta watch what you say. And definitely we are in an area in a time of conflict. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know about you, but I'm nervous about going into big public places and large public gatherings. I don't know what the repercussions are going to be. I don't know what is going to happen. So I'm just staying quietly at home and participating with you all online, which is a much bigger world. Anyway, although I do miss the face-to-face contact with people sometimes. Back to the stars in the sky card. Card number 6. We want harmony, we want cooperation, and we want healing. This card back here is trying. We're halfway there. We're halfway there. So this, as a goal for us for the coming weeks, month, since this is the first of the month, is to understand we are limitless and anything is possible. Stop being so afraid and being afraid that, oh, the bad guys are going to win. The scary guys are going to take over. Oh, stop listening to the fear that is coming out of the news. They're only doing it because drama sells. Stop. Stop. Ground yourself. Whatever way you find to do that, that is the best way. Myself particularly, I practice earthing. It's when you go outside and take your shoes and socks off and plant yourself, basically, in the earth, in the grass. Lay and make snow angels. I mean, I know it's kind of hard to be barefooted this time of year, so I get that. Make snow angels. Just all of a sudden, just stand. If you live where there's snowbanks, stand and outstretch your arms and go fall back or plop into the snow. I loved doing that when I was a kid. I lived where it snowed a lot, like 18 feet of snow in the winter. Yeah, in the summer, that would be a feat in itself. Anyway, we need to find out a roadmap. How do we get from being this half completed state to feeling secure, stable, and grounded, and connected to the cosmos, to the earth, and to everything in between? I'm using the Enchanted Map Oracle deck, also by Colette Duran Reed. How are we doing? Oops, I'm sorry. Well, that card like jumped. You had that pool before. We've had this card before. Get in the flow, y'all. Immerse yourself in the sacred pool. You know, the first two cards are talking about grounding. This card is talking about just staying up with things. Staying in the flow. Don't resist what is happening. Because that's what breeds your fear, is resistance. Okay? I know we don't know what the future holds. That's nothing new. Okay? And keep telling yourself the things that we've been going through lately, that's all stuff from the past. It's over. It's done. We're just hearing about it, but it's already happened. We need to be focused more on our own personal self. Don't be Ophelia and drown yourself in your worries and sorrows. Transcend with light and transform. Use that sacred pool once again. See all the green? Healing, my friends. Healing. I mean, it's not, well, nice hang now. it's not unusual. I mean, it's not an odd thing that green is a Christmas color. It's healing. It's the color of healing. There's also an 11 card, which is a sacred number. That is the new beginnings card. So, or the new beginnings number 11. So, hey, 10 is the end of the cycle, and 11 is the beginning. 1 is the beginning. It is the potential. It is the opportunity. Okay, so here, we feel like we're being held back. Here, this is where we want to be. Connected, communicating, and flow. You can't get from being held back to perfectly in the flow without diving in to the water. We have to give it a try. Just be kind with your words. You don't have to stifle all your words. You don't have to shut completely up. Just be decent and kind with what you say and how you treat other people. Treat other people the way you want to be treated. I know you were taught the same thing I was taught in my upbringing, the golden rule. Whatever happened to that? We're all so caught up in being teenagers and getting our way. It's like, good night, people. Obviously, we got a chakra block. What chakra is it? Sorry. Clobber the camera. What is it? I'm using the Kaleidodope deck by Crystal Banner. Colors of swatches of chakra is the name of the deck. What do we need to know? What is this chakra that's blocked for us? What chakra is blocked? Please tell us. Please. Yeah, I'd say so. It's been blocked for quite some time. Expression. It's the throat chakra again. It goes with the first card. A hand over the mouth. You'll even notice that it is got blue, kind of blue shading around it. I didn't notice that before. Yeah. We throw our throat chakras. It's like that. How do you know what's true? Who's speaking the truth? And who do you speak your truth to? Who is it safe to speak your truth around in this current climate? Like I said, I don't want to go into large public gatherings. Thank you. Your throat chakra is, it's your communication and your expression and your truth. It's where you make sounds, right? Appropriate sounds. When it's balanced, you're good at expressing yourself with clear communication. You're not afraid to speak your truth. And you're honest. You have a sense of integrity and you stand up for yourself. You're willing and able to voice your opinion. But when it's out of balance, which apparently ours is definitely out of balance in that voice and the opinion part, you're unable to express yourself. You feel stifled communication. in authenticity. You don't feel comfortable being you, who you really are. So you feel like you kind of gotta hide. And that makes you need to lie to cover yourself. And then those lies you got to manipulate around to keep them alive and to keep people from finding out that you lied. And then the next thing you know, you're gossiping because so-and-so found out about the lie you told, and you've got to redeem yourselves. And in the gossiping, you're judging people, but yet at the same time, you have a huge fear of being judged yourself. So it's like, get your judgment in first. It is a self-betrayal. And it's because you're ignoring your inner voice. That's the loudest voice in your throat chakra, is that inner higher self talking to you. It is that inner child. It is your adult, and it is your critical parent. However, critical parent has had too much power lately. We need to be working more from our adult to nurture and love our wounded inner child. So, to help heal this, the stones that are recommended, we'll put this back here, are turquoise, aquamarine, celestine, azurite, and agate. The affirmations that you need to say when you look in the mirror, you should know these pretty well by heart. I'm honest and clear in my communication. Don't hold back, but yet at the same time, don't embellish either. I have a right to speak my truth, as long as it doesn't hurt someone else. I live an authentic life. I am what you see. I am what you hear come out of me. I express myself through creativity, which includes music, art, writing, or all of that, or all of the above. Most of all, I love myself. You know, Thursday night in the Lightworkers Roundtable, thank you very much, by the way, Miss PD Connects, for being my guest. You're always a delight. It's so much fun to do things with you. One of the cards that I got basically said the same thing. It was reminding us that, you know, you do have an opinion, and you have a right to that opinion. Just make sure how you speak it, how you use it. Opinions can be things of growth, and opinions can be things of tearing people down. As you all know, we've been living through that. So as we're moving into this, I want to ask Spirit, what do you want us to know? And I'm going for reaching for the Angels and Ancestors deck. Spirit, what do we need to be aware of as we dive into the month of December? Can we dive into December? Where did November go? Nick, where did the year go? I mean, it's like, I feel like yesterday was hot, and now all of a sudden, like, wearing sweatshirts and sweaters, and yeah, where did the year go? Where did it go? So, tell me, Spirit, what do you want us to know, please? Tell us. Help us, please. We need your guidance. Help us with our throat chakra, opinions, being grounded, staying in the flow. I can grab a hold of the card. Ooh. Ah. Intend and create. You notice up there, up by his head? It's the Merkaba. Or Merkaba. Depends on, I don't know how you want to pronounce it. I pronounce it the Merkaba. Also known as Metatron's Cube. Which always tickles me. Because it really isn't a cube. But it fits perfectly inside one. And it spins. And he wears it on his chest. Archangel Metatron does. Apparently this is definitely a wise high priest because he's also quite young. Notice he doesn't wear the typical Egyptian priest attire. Usually they had shaved heads. On top of his head is shaved in the shape of the snake, of the cobra, which was a symbol of life, earth to these people. And down here by him is the peregrine falcon, fastest living animal in the air. I am unaware of what this staff or symbol is in his hand, but you can tell by his focus and gaze on it, it's a part of his intention. Maybe it is something that helps him to focus on what he's trying to create. Maybe it's an alchemy device. The Egyptians knew so much more than we even know that they knew yet. They were taught it. So to me, this card is saying, yes, create, get creative. This is the time to think about what is coming. It's going to be all new. You can create that. It's your life. What do you want to go away and be replaced with something new? That's the intended. That's your intended focus. That's the intention of what you are trying to create. Keep your head up high, looking up, and knowing what your intentions are true and honest, and that they're kind, and that they will benefit you as well as others. Now, for the untethered soul, we need a passing bit of guidance, wisdom, for us to work on in ourselves. No matter how many times I shuffle these cards, they're still really hard to shuffle, and I can't figure out why. Because they have a nice card stock and everything. Could be the prowess and expertise of the shuffler. Anyway, Untethered Soul has 4 categories. It is also by Mark Singer. Let's take this one right off the top. since it's about living life. That is telling us, as you let go and willingly release the physical, emotional, and mental aspects of your being, spirit becomes your state. We'll pull this guy out. That goes with this one. I need another hand. It goes with this card. I'm going to let you look at this card while I say it, read that to you again. We were talking about grounding yourself and staying grounded so that you understand your limitless possibility. And this card, this untethered soul, is backing it up. It says, as you let go and willingly release the physical, emotional, and mental aspects of your being, spirit becomes your state. Connecting with the cosmos, with the collective, all becomes easy, limitless, and totally possible. Powerful message in that. Powerful message. Our final message today, I'm going to pull a card from the Therapets. This is always a cute little animal that tells us a giggle as we move along. Ooh. Appropriate for this time of year. People talk about families and doing things with their families. What about people who don't have a family to do things with? You know, they got to create their own tradition. That's what I say. That's what I do. I don't have family to celebrate the holidays with, so I celebrate it with my, I'm the crazy cat lady. So I celebrate it with my cats, and I celebrate it with my YouTube people. And it's different every year. And the traditions always change for me. So I guess that doesn't make it a classic tradition. But anyway, depression lies. There's no circumstances that's unchangeable. And there's no situation that is ever hopeless. So as you're flying along this winter like that bat, let me tell you a little story about a bat. You know, bats locate things as much with sonar, if not more, than with their eyes, ears, or nose. They have a section in their head that reads the sonar. They see pictures according to what comes back from the sonar they sent out, and the vibrations that they sent out, the little squeaks that they make. How does that look? Does it look like the world does to us? I mean, dogs and cats, they talk about don't see things in the full range of color like people. But yet, bats see vibration. People feel it. I don't think we see it quite yet. I think maybe someday we will. But right now, no. The point I'm trying to get to is bats. You can't imagine as a human what it's like to be a bat, to see the world as a bat sees it. It's impossible. The bat hasn't got a problem seeing the world the way he sees it. Could there be a lesson in that about trying to change people's minds over to what you believe and trying to say that it's the only way? We have to be more accepting and tolerant of our brothers and sisters. so that we can start caring for each other again. So that we can be a United States of America. Not an independent states' rights of America. We are a group of states that are supposed to be united under liberty and freedom and the pursuit of happiness. Where did that get lost? I'll leave you with that. Be kind to one another this week. But most of all, take care of yourself. This is a stressful time of year. Depression is a big thing. It's never, ever hopeless. You are unlimited. Possibilities are opening up like you won't believe. Don't listen to the fear mongers. Don't listen to those that tell you, the talking heads that tell you, but what if this happened? Oh, this could happen, and if this could happen, it could mean. It's supposition. Why take off on that rabbit hole of supposition? It really means nothing. Nothing. Because we have no way of knowing exactly what's going to happen. And in a way, that's a safety valve. So there you go. Turn off the fear-mongering. Enjoy the season. Love the people and the animals. Be generous and giving. And watch what happens. Be the change you want to see. But most of all, be kind to yourself. And I will see you next week here on Saturday Solutions. I thank you so very much.